Commander was. Hey, everybody, welcome to the pre-show. This is the part of the show where we talk about we're doing the show really easy for Monday. We're just talking about all the new comics coming out this week, y'all. And it's a bunch. Actually, I have no idea if it's a bunch. I have the list right up. I've had it here. I just been bullshit and then screwing around on the internet. So I actually I need to share the show around actually on one page. But yeah, we're talking about all the new books coming out. Should be some good ones. I don't know.
Star Trek Annual, Immortal Thor.
Ooh, Defiant Annual. Yeah, I do remember that shit was coming
The
out.
Countdown to 150 for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's not spoil it. Let's not. Ooh. But
you got more. You got more.
Energon Universe, huh? No Energon Universe stuff.
No Energon Universe stuff. I don't.
Damn,
I don't remember
how the
seeing
hell
any.
they got 4 books coming out at the same time, and we can't get one every week? Come on, Skybound. Come on, Kirkman. Where's take a Void Rivals? And I hate considering how dope the Transformers book, the Duke book, and man, the Cobra Commander book. So who's hanging out with Cobra Commander? You know how he's in the real world? He's got his little chauffeur. They never name his chauffeur.
Yeah, what is the name of his show? Yeah, this like his little.
The bullies were talking about it, asking, who is that guy?
Who's the guy that drives around all the time? I don't remember.
Yeah, well, they didn't mention it. They didn't mention it in the book. They never mentioned who that guy was. Yeah, so it's kind of a mystery right now. Destro, I think Eli or Leroy, one of the others said Destro. The other one said maybe it's Zartan. My guess?
Destro's the one guy with the steel helmet around his face. You can see his eyes and his mouth, and he's like
exactly. So
he's the big tank character.
Well, Destro did dress up in disguises from time to time in some instances, but I think it's Major Blood.
It could be Major Blood, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it could be anyone else. I mean, he needs an in. Cobra Commander needs an in to the military sort of way of life that the outside world, outside of Cobra Law, works. Major Blood is like the prime guy who would be able to do that for him. He's a great mercenary, but I mean, it could be somebody that is out of the blue. It could be like Nemesis Enforcer all dressed up somehow and hiding his wings. I'm not sure how he would do that, but I mean, maybe. I don't think it's Zartan. I think Zartan's going to come into the picture in a much different way.
No, Zartan's going to be coming out later, yeah.
Yeah.
The way that
are right around the corner.
The way that first issue is set up with Cobra Law and how Cobra Commander is in this new, not new universe, kind of same universe that it was from the 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
Is this going to be like, this is more of a prequel to the television show?
I mean, yes and no.
Yeah,
it's definitely a prequel to everything that we kind of know about Cobra and G.I. Joe being teams. Right? They were already formed. Like, you're right. We have no idea how they got formed. But this is going to be like, I mean, this is going to be its own story. But yeah, you're right. It is kind of it is pre the G.I. Joe show, pre the Transformers show, even in a way, even though in the first episode we saw them, wake up. But the great part about that is we need to go back even further. Yes. We need to know how Megatron got there, how Megatron's arm was still hanging out with Optimus Prime. We need to know, I mean, how did they even crash land? I mean, they kind of talked about it a little bit with Starfire, leaving, or Jetfire, maybe they call them, leaving in Void Rivals #1 and then going and figuring out his shit.
They'll probably get to it in a future issue.
Yeah, the timeline to me is still the hairiest part. It's still the part that I understand least. Basically, the main point of that is Duke. Like, Duke saw what happened to Starscream, and then some time had to have gone by in the events of Duke #1 for him to then, be in front of Hawk and get whatever discharged and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, no time to grow a beard and have, like, everyone be like, yo, Duke, you've been set in such a rut for a while,
Yeah, right. And then, yeah, exactly. But then also to go to Mars Industries and see the stuff that they're building, presumably with Energon as its power source, is really cool. But that also helps them have lasers, right? G.I. Joe and Cobra all about lasers.
Famously have.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
baby.
Oh, yes. I hate this. It is revolting.
More?
Please.
Everybody who watches our shows does that.
Yeah, that's what they say. Oh, that's
revolting. More, please.
Yeah. But Eli does make a suggestion. I don't know if Cobra Commander is immortal. Cobra Law's been there for a while. I'll get you after the breakdown. Woo! Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. This is another episode of This Geek in Comics Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit talk show.
Gomer Taylor and Andy hanging out. Eli is asking about Cobra Commander being immortal because Cobra is ancient. I think just because Cobra is ancient does not necessarily mean that they aren't still like reproducing like individuals. You know what I mean?
Well, didn't they explicitly say that Cobra Commander is an outsider anyway? That like he.
Oh, they did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't really exactly. They didn't really delve into it, but Globulus was like, you know, really hurt in a way because he gave this outsider, you know, an in to Cobra Law. So, hey man, we'll get Cobra Commander Origins or something like that, you know, eventually. So how's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm tired from talking about Cobra Commander, dude. Let's get into it. We're going to talk about all of the new comics dropping this week, chat. If you see something. Oh, Eli mentions maybe Cobra Law had Megatron since the Ice Age. Dude, that's exactly what I said. That would come actually right out of Transformers, the first Michael Bay movie. I don't think Megatron has ever been in the ice before then, but it would be a really fun kind of callback, you know, to things that most of the Transformers fans just, you know, don't really care for at all. But yeah, Chad, if you see something, say something. We're talking about all the new comic books coming out this week. There's a delay on the chat, so we will come back to something, you know, if you mention a book in the chat. We'll start at Boom. Damn Them All hits issue number 12. Dune House Harkonnen wraps up with issue number 12. Lotus lands halfway mark with issue 3 of 6. Mech Cadets hits its penultimate issue with issue 5. And we get Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 116. Slow Burn number 4 of 5. And Zawa number 3 of 5. I actually hate to say it. I'm not reading a single one of these books. I've read issue 1 of all of these books, except Power Rangers. But yeah, I'm not reading any of them. I kind of feel bad about it. But Boom does some really good stuff. Just the stuff that they're showcasing this week is not in the cards for me. Amazon Attack. I wanted to get Taylor's opinion on this book. Are you reading Amazon's Attack?
I have not read it yet, no.
Okay. It is kind of a good accompanying. I don't know. It accompanies
book.
Yes, it accompanies Wonder Woman quite well, actually. You know, it's all within that same sort of story of Amazon's being banished and everything like that. I'm not saying go ahead and just run out and check it out, but I do want you to know about that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Well, good to know.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Detective Comics is, what is this, a collected trade? Yeah, trade paragraph 3. Yeah. Okay. Batman Brave and the Bold hits issue number 9. Detective Comics hits number 1081. Flash number 123. Facsimile edition. I'm not really sure what that would be.
Is 123 the Jay Garrick one where it's like it's him and Jay Garrick on the opposite side of the wall?
That's like one of the most like iconic covers of all time.
Yeah,
but yes,
like
it might be
the birth of the multiverse in the DC universe and everything. You know,
the first multiverse in comics, period, from my understanding. Yeah, amazing. But yeah, I'm not sure what year that came out. I can only assume it's like an anniversary year. You know, 50 or 60th anniversary.
That is best work on my part as to which one that is. I think that's what it is, but I'm not certain.
I think so too. Yeah,
I think it's weird that on a facsimile of all things, they're not showing the cover because like half the point
previews.
of wanting to get it is to get like the iconic cover. You know?
I want to see the cover.
Get your shit
Give me
together,
the best of both worlds.
Yeah, they even have a blank one, which makes no sense at all. It's for this cover.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Why would you want to get a blank issue when the whole point is you want to get like the iconic cover? You know, you want to get like Spider-Man No More. You want to get like if this is that Flash issue, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Makes no sense. So, moving on, Flash number 5. This has been fantastic. We get a Mike Deodato Jr. cover. I've been enjoying the Flash book. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn
so
good.
far,
It's fun.
I
Yeah.
hasn't gone
I
so
was
far
enjoying
with that
the-
yet. So
Well, yeah. I mean, it's up its ass. It is up its ass, but it's not maybe too far, like you're saying. Yeah, but
well, he
that's
hasn't
rad.
gone full blown size Spurrier yet
Oh,
on
dude,
it.
that is
So
rad. That's
But
the
that is a
James
cool
Decoy
cover.
But-
variant. Beautiful
I
variant.
was
cover.
enjoying the dad joke Wally that we had before, but there is room in the Flash for doing some weird fucking bullshit. And so,
Yeah.
Cy Spurrier's proclivities are, they're mostly okay here, I think.
Yeah. Philippe Massafara doing a Captain Boomerang cover. That's cool. I love that,
Oh.
dude. I love it.
Hey, props for
That's-
making Captain Boomerang look cool, because that's hard.
I like Captain Boomerang. I think he is fucking cool.
He's
Eli
fun
asked if
because
that's-
he's such a dumb idea,
Exactly. He's like Stiltman or Condiment King. You know what I mean? He's stupid as
Yeah.
or even Kite Man. Tom King made Kite Man. cool.
what are your powers? I can throw boomerangs. Everybody can throw boomerangs.
But he doesn't quite. He's like the shoveler, Eli in the chat asking if that was James Decoy. Yes, it was. Just a beautiful cover there. Beautiful fucking cover for Flash number 5. Green Arrow hits issue number 8 of 12. Man, I'm actually a couple issues behind this, and I blame Night Terrors. I was really, really into this, and then Night Terrors hit, and then the holidays hit, and I just I really need to go back
Yeah,
and
we get
catch
to
up.
blame Night Terrors
This
for
is
everything
one of
wrong
those-
in DC
well,
right now.
Right.
Pretty much, if a book came out or like last year before the midpoint in the year, it really did hit a huge just wall when it came to Night Terrors, because everything
Yeah, it
was
was
put
like a
on
big
pause.
pothole, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really fucked up the momentum of a lot of these books.
You think
including
they
this
could have
one.
waited until like there was a nice pause in the stories to be able to like,
Or just
okay, now
don't make it a line-wide thing where every fucking book
Yeah.
is doing the Night Terrors thing,
Yeah,
or a
and they
month.
didn't even do
Just
that.
do
They didn't
anything-
even. Yeah.
Even most of the time, normal events are just like, hey, here's the event tie-ins, but we're not interrupting everything else to do it.
Exactly. We're still going to put out our regular miniseries, especially, ones that are 12-issue miniseries that we're waiting on the next issue. But I can understand with ongoings if you want to put them on pause or switch them over, temporarily to a Night Terrors sort of time. But eventually you got to get back to the story. You know what I mean? I actually had a kind of a problem with Nightwing last week because it was a Beast World tie-in, except it was a fucking cool issue. But I'm ready for Nightwing to get back to Bloodhaven and start doing the shit that he was doing before he went all pirate. You know what I mean?
will be-
Pirate was
I am
cool,
glad
but come
the
on.
pirate thing was cool. It was a nice little diversion, but yeah, I am anxious for them to get back to Heartless and all that other shit they were
Yes,
doing before.
dude, I miss that Heartless guy, man. He's a really fun character. Harley Quinn hits issue number 36. Ooh, great cover there. It looks like a Jenny Prison. I stay here. Yeah, it's not going to say. That's a Jenny Prison cover. It's gorgeous. So great. And then, more
nice
Harley
cover,
Quinn
yeah.
covers. Penguin hits issue number 6. I fell off that book very early. Power Girl number 5. I also kind of fell off.
I was off
that.
of Penguin off of the first issue, and Power Girl is
Yeah.
just Power Girl's not bad, but it's just kind of it's one of those like hard to make room for it on your pull list type of books. It was pretty mediocre.
Yeah, it looks like a Dodson's cover. It's got to be. I mean, my eyes are just. It's got to be a Dodson's cover. It's just so beautiful. I guess it shows here. No, it's a Spokes cover. This one was Gary Frank. See what we can learn from reading. Raza gets a cover. All right, here it is.
Power
Beast
of
World.
Britain.
The list
go
tells
ahead.
you what's in it.
Yeah, right. Beast World hits issue number 5. I'm telling you, this has been a fantastic issue. How about this new evil beast girl we have going on who ate one of the starfish and can now presumably turn into animals. Have you seen this, Taylor? You've seen this,
Yeah,
right?
that was in the Nightwing issue.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. So that's what I'm expecting to see in issue number 5. More of her hanging out and doing stuff. I'm not sure what that means for Gar. I mean, presumably he's dead. Like
What
in
I
this
assume,
weird black hole.
I don't
right?
think we're gonna see. I think her name was Apex Ava or something. I don't
Yeah,
think we're gonna see her here. I don't think we're gonna see her in the Beast
Okay.
World event at all. I think she's gonna
Oh.
be a villain that Nightwing has to deal with later,
Oh, that'd still be fun.
or maybe in Titans. That would be
Yeah.
a good place for her to show up too. But I don't think she'll
Maybe
have anything
switch
to
her
do
over
with
to
this.
the good side, into Titans or something.
I mean, they have to go deal with some fucking alien god. They don't have time to deal with some secondary villain, especially with
thinking
only
she
2
can
issues
help.
left.
I'm thinking she can help. solve the whole problem.
Well,
you know,
maybe. I
maybe.
don't know.
Possible
But
that she could
She
help
didn't
you.
seem like the most helpful person, but I
she
guess we'll
seemed
see.
evil. She seemed like an evil asshole. But
Yep.
yeah, lots of covers for that. But we also get the Titans Beast World tour, and this one is going to Star City, the third best city, I would say, in all of
Oh,
DC
that's being
universe.
pretty generous.
It is. It's like
Well,
it's like a big
Green Arrow
tie
lives
for
there.
third. It's like a big tie for third.
I mean, it's got the
you know?
Metropolis, and there's a huge drop off. I would say Central
Yeah.
City is, I think, third place.
Sure.
I mean, there's just more
Gorilla
like
City. I'm gonna go with Gorilla City.
Gorilla City.
The place is dope.
I was just thinking of like places where like the characters actually live.
Atlantis.
Gorilla City. Atlantis Atlantis is interesting because like it has a shtick that the others don't have. But
Yeah.
I would just say Central City just because the Flash and like all the rogues. It feels more populated.
Yeah.
Than like
Did you
Star
read
City.
Did you read the Beast World Tour for Atlantis?
No, I did not.
Dude, it was great. It was so much fun. Anyway, moving on to Marvel. Daredevil Black Armor #3. Nope, not my cup of tea. That's one of these throwback sort of books.
This is just this is whatever. I'm not interested.
Yeah. But I did want to show off this classic Kevin Eastman cover. Wow.
Oh, that is
Stop
sick.
getting our hopes up, guys. Stop getting
That's
our fucking
nice.
hopes up for a bona fide.
I mean, honestly,
Daredevil
forget the black armor
TMNT
thing. That's just
crossover.
really cool Daredevil cover. That could just be the silhouette of his normal costume,
Yeah, but it reminds me of the hand, the foot, the whole stealing shtick that they did, stealing just about everything from Daredevil. The same goo that made Daredevil blind is the same goo that gave the Turtles their mutant whatever. They all train, the Turtles and Daredevil just train really, really hard. I love it, dude. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a bona fide TMNT Daredevil crossover. IDW
That
is
would be
down.
really cool. Yeah.
The IDW be swapping with everybody all the time. Godzilla and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
They do crossovers with like TMNT and Batman. So yeah, it seems like there shouldn't be like an unreachable
Marvel's
goal
just
here.
stingy, dude. Marvel's a bunch of D-bags. All right, let's look at the Gods #4 book or preview. Man, this has been the most Jonathan Hickman book I think that Jonathan Hickman has ever Jonathan Hickmaned. There's so many wild concepts. It barely feels like a Marvel comic. You know what I mean? When you're going through it.
Okay, so early on, we were saying that like this didn't really feel like Eternals, it didn't really feel like the Endless. It felt more like John Constantine. That last issue actually was Eternals because we get our concept of, I think, what was this, Oblivion or whatever.
This
motherfucker shows up and he's like this primordial being of like pure destruction, and so yes, we actually do have the Endless finally showing up.
I mean, I'm still on board. I'm still reading every issue. And
it wasn't enough. It's still a lot of fun. I'm just saying that, like, it actually is turning into Marvel's version of the Endless now, which it didn't seem like it really was those first couple of issues.
Right. Yeah. Is this 6 issues or is this ongoing?
As far as I'm aware, it's ongoing. Or at the very least, it's more than. At the very least, it's more than 6.
Well, at $5 an issue, geez, they're packing it in there.
Man, they know they got you. They got you by the balls. It's Jonathan Hickman writing it.
I mean, issue #6 does look like it's the last issue here, coming out in March. The April solicit should be out since we're at the end of January. They might be behind though, so don't take that. Take that with a grain of salt. Immortal Thor #6. This continues to be just Al Ewing doing what Al Ewing does with the Immortal, tag. It's great. I hope this ends in like 5 years and he gets another Immortal book going because he's just so damn good at doing this book.
I'm trying to think of another character that you could throw the Immortal tag. Wolverine, maybe?
Yeah, you could definitely do Wolverine. It would probably have to be some kind of cosmic thing, it's a Silver Surfer,
Yeah,
and I think Al Ewing would. I think Al Ewing would
actually. Al Ewing writing the Silver Surfer.
Shit.
Al Ewing writing the Silver Surfer would be fucking amazing. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, dude! Holy crap! That would be so good. Bunch of variants for that. We do get the Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099 #4. This is weird. Power Pack. Every once in a while, you'll be hanging around, and damn it, if there isn't a Power Pack book showing up. They don't age, Jubilee has had a kid, and like 30 years ago, her and the
Man,
Power Pack were
that's
the
just
same
part
age.
of reading comics, man.
I know,
They're
but
shifting
it's
this
weird.
time scale all around. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking John and Damien were the same age in the Super Sons book, but now, and I know that there was like space travel bullshit or whatever.
Yeah,
for that,
there
but,
was
like,
shenanigans
John's like
there.
college age, and Damien's still like in 8th grade. You know.
Yeah, I love that.
But no,
But
it's interesting here though. Louise Simonson was the person who created the Power Pack back in the day. So,
exactly.
yeah.
This does feel like one of those books. I always forget the name you give to him, but it does feel like it's kind of throwing back to the original.
Time capsule books.
Yeah, like a time capsule book. But with that said, I kind of dig Power Pack. They're fun.
Power Pack's fun. I really like that thing
fun.
that
yeah,
it's good,
that
clean
Ryan
fun.
North did a few years ago. That it's okay for comics to be fun, and the Power Pack can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Punisher hits issue number 3. This is David Pepos's. I enjoyed the first 2 issues quite a bit.
I mean, so far it has just been like our new Punisher goes and just has like John Wick style fights with people. But hey, that's fun. I'm enjoying the hell out of that. So
yeah, me too, man. Just all action, just killing. Let's look at the preview for that just to see. Like you said, it's fun. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. Just a bunch of action. Look at the art there. David Wachter.
Yeah.
And he wrote that great, what was it, Iron Fist book by by Larry Hama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, look, he's got a boo-boo.
Oh,
that's great. Oh, look at the title being put into the mist there. Great art style there. Yeah, this is a really, really, really fun book, dude.
Yeah.
But I think the big book of the week from Marvel is going to be the resurrection of Magneto, number 1.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's Al Ewing again. He's got 2 big books coming out, so I don't know how they're going to do it. I can only presume there's going to be something going on where Araco had something going, because at this point there literally is no access to anyone who can bring it back. They don't have a cool psychic.
Yeah,
and they barely have the 5. They barely have
the 5 are all out in the White Hot Room, so
yeah,
they're not really accessible. But the fact that Al Ewing was the one who killed Magneto,
he had an idea. He had a plan.
Yeah, so this makes that's encouraging, because it's not gonna. I am confident that it won't feel like an ass pull. I'm confident that this is going to feel like an organic way to bring him back. And hey, who doesn't fucking love Magneto? Back when we were doing those like best characters, I think he was like my number 4 or something. But yeah,
right. And I was gonna say, I don't give a shit how they bring him back as long as his ass comes back. I don't care if they just say, "Nah, he didn't really die." I don't care what they say.
Magneto is absolutely the best X character. Just unequivocally.
He's amazing, dude. He's amazing, and it's cool because he wasn't always that way. He's evolved into being that. A lot of the X-Men are exactly where they
to give Magneto like a lot of depth to his personality.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love the old Stan Lee stuff, it really was just like, yes, and now I am here to enact my evil plan.
Hand rubbing, mustache twirling.
It was all like it was like mum raw shit.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah, it was. Ooh, I love.
There's nothing wrong with it, but the character is what he is today because he has a lot of complexity to him.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that last cover, the Negative Space.
Oh yeah, that Negative Space cover. Oh, that was nice too. The Insignia cover, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Christopher, I think it's the artist's last name. Is really cool cover, dude. Really fun. Man, something I wish I could look cool on a table. It's the Rom Marvel Years omnibus, but it is $120 freaking dollars.
That is a big ask.
Yeah, that is a huge ask, dude. So, I bought all those issues digitally. But yeah, it's cool. And I actually have the first 5 issues of Rom Emperor, which is a really cool part of my collection. But moving on, Spider-Woman hits issue number 3. We do get Star Wars Thrawn Alliance, the return to the saga of Thrawn with a comic book adaptation of Thrawn Alliance, which is the new Thrawn novel set in the new continuity. It's basically the same ass character. They've just tweaked the story a little bit to make it fit. I'm not a big fan of those adaptations. Whether they're adapting the screen or another medium, I'm just not a fan of that in comics at all.
I mean, it's whatever, I guess. But like, if you would rather have like the comic book in your hand when you're instead of like reading through the print, that's your business. But
Yeah.
if you've already read it, the only way you could be a fan of it, I think, is if you already read it. If you already read it, then what's the point?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah, not that the art is going to be bad, but
The
I
art,
don't
I'm sure,
know.
will be
It's just-
good, but maybe you haven't read it and this is your first time checking it out. In which case, hey, go for it.
Yeah. And this is another one. I'm usually against these big ass books, but this is Thor by Straczynski and Gillen hardcover, $125. I'm sorry, that JMS run of Thor is like 5 Thor runs, maybe 3. It's so damn good.
It's up there. I mean,
And Gillen
it's
takes
not
over. It's not as good, but still pretty damn good.
Gillen did a really good job too. Gillen did a really good job with the Loki stuff that he did
Yes.
later. That's the real Gillen
Yes.
stuff you want. But
Yeah.
JMS is an excellent writer. This was really the first Thor book that I was picking up in individual issues, because when I was getting
Wow.
on the comic scene back in the day, Thor was dead. So this was
Yeah.
my first time. Like, this came out, it's like, oh, okay, I'll check out this Thor character. And this comic helped make him, this JMS run specifically, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. No, 100%. It starts off so well, and then with the Don Blake stuff, and then fantastic book. Yeah, the Jason Aaron run might be number 2, number 1, but it's hard, that Simon's and stuff. I mean, there's so many good Thor runs, dude.
My
Really good
personal
Thor
ranking
runs.
would probably be Jason Aaron, Walt Simonson, and JMS, but
Yeah,
they're thin margins.
it's hard to
They're thin
argue.
margins. They're all good.
Exactly, it's hard to argue that. And then we do get one more X book. We get X-Force number 48, Ben Percy, Robert Gill, Target Beast. Finally, let's bring this blue motherfucker down.
Yeah, let's kill this bastard already.
Something. Let's do something. I don't know.
I've been waiting for this for a while now. Let's
Dude,
get
me
him.
too, man. Get him. Exactly, get him. I'm really
when Hank
anxious to
became
read
this
see how
giant
things go.
megalomaniac douchebag, I was like, oh, when you go down, you're going to go down good.
Man,
Yeah.
I always remember that line. It was from one of the books with Sinister in it, and like he had like Dark Beast's head in like a jar or whatever, like Sinister would. And then like he's like, "Oh, shut up! You're not even the darkest beast anymore."
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like, that is such a perfect summary of the situation right now.
Yeah. Answer for his crimes, man. Oh, so great. All right, moving on. Dynamite. They got the Disney villain Hades number 5. That's ongoing. Gargoyles number 11, also ongoing. Justice Ducks, yes, the premiere of the Darkwing Duck. This is the second spin-off series for the Darkwing Duck comic book. It's basically the Avengers, Justice League, but with the Darkwing Duck characters. Here they are right here. I'll pull up this cover just so we can take a look at all of it. The only reason to read this, Gizmo Duck and Launchpad. Okay, amazing
I
characters.
was about
Are you
to
fucking
say,
kidding me?
like, okay, so I'm not the biggest Disney afternoon.
It's before your
fan.
time, bro. It's way before your time.
A little bit, but like, okay, I know Darkwing Duck and I know Gizmo Duck and I know Launchpad. I know that's his niece, I want to say. Over
That's
there.
right. That's right.
Quackalin or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
I have no fucking idea who those other characters are.
This one on the left is some magic girl, and then you got a strong guy, and then you got like mean fish girl. But
thanks for breaking that
see.
down for me.
No, because I don't remember. It's been a long time for me. But Stegma is this guy right here. Neptunia, this girl right here, fish girl, and then Morgana. She's like the magic user here with the big hair.
Morgana is actually Morgan, like from the
Morgan
Tales of Arthur. So
yeah, like Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah, Morgan Le Fay. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this might be fucking great, dude. You know what I mean? It might be really.
This ain't for me, but I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah, a lot of variant covers for that. Oh, another negative space variant cover. Love that. And then an Authentics, blank cover. So yeah, they're really killing it with these damn Disney books. Dynamite. I can't give them enough credit for that, man. Red Sonja.
They keep it good, or else like Disney might just snatch them back up,
Right? Disney be like, well, you guys are doing great, but we're Marvel. We can do better,
I mean, we all know that like Disney, and especially like with them already having Marvel, they could snatch those up anytime they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why they would. They've got to be killing it with, it's just a licensing deal, that's guaranteed money no matter what your books are doing. Guaranteed money every year. I don't know why Marvel just wouldn't continue to do it and spread the love, spread the damn love. And the kids' books, they bring down Marvel's bottom line, because they don't sell nearly as well as their upper tier books. So it makes
Yeah.
it look like the whole line is kind of failing a little bit. So brings down the average, basically, brings down the average. Red Sony number 7, and then Starfinder, good on Dynamite for finding, Pathfinder and then turning it into the space version and then just doing these
Yeah.
books and obviously having success with them. They keep coming
Yeah.
out.
My friends
So-
and I are apparently going to start up playing a game of Starfinder sometime soon. So
Nice.
fun.
really nothing to
nice.
do with this, but still.
But no, I actually prefer
you know,
Pathfinder because it's closer to D&D 3.5 rules. I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of that rule set. But I never played Starfinder. I played, what's the actual D&D word for the space stuff?
Spelljammer.
Yeah, Spelljammer. I did do that once back in the day. And yeah, that shit's complicated. And there's really no use for it. If you're going to fight in a boat, you might as well just be on an ocean. Being in space is stupid.
I am a
It
second
really
edition
is, man.
person, and
Yeah.
all the other editions are just there.
Yeah, I love 3.5, man. I'm a sucker for that shit. All right, moving on to anything else. I'm gonna need your help here, Andy. If you see anything that you want me to talk about, let
I'll
me know.
do the best I can.
Al Capone Vampire hits issue number 4. Man, I've got to try to get my hands on a copy of that. That sounds so stupid.
It is.
I can't wait.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
He's just a vampire who's Al Capone, and he doesn't have syphilis.
I want to read it. I've got to check it out. I got to see what's going on. Bad
Doesn't go
Omens,
to-
Concrete Jungle. Banshees, Battle Action. Man, it seems kind of not much from the
It is a
really
little
small
light in
press. Blade in the Dark, Blade Runner. Here we go. Tenement number 8 of 10. Jeff Lemire's awesome book about a bunch of people who live in an
Yep.
apartment building, presumably going into, I don't know, I kind of take it as like different levels of hell.
That's the
But
way
I'm
this
not
has
quite
been reading
sure.
so far. Is that because the way it's reading is like the very first book was like it's if you ever read Dante's Inferno, it's kind of like that. It's whenever you're going up the floors, it's actually going down into hell.
Yes. But now they are going down, so I'm not sure where he's taking that. But still, Sorrentino is really the reason to get this until the whole thing is done. Because you can tell Lemire is going somewhere,
Yes.
but man, it is like painful waiting for him to get there. He is so slow burning this, but you don't really mind because Sorrentino's art carries you along so well.
When Lemire finally gets done with this whole entire Bone Orchard thing, he's gonna be like, and this is how it all comes together, and then you're just gonna be like, oh wow, he did a really great job.
Yeah, I reread the first one. I don't even remember what it's called. I have it in a hardcover.
The
first
Black Feathers.
Yes, oh my gosh, I reread that all the time.
Is great.
It's fantastic. We do get a Christian Ward cover as
well.
well.
Yeah, I trade waited on that one, and it was an awesome book. And I'm trade waiting for this one too. But yeah, I am definitely.
Yeah, it's gonna make a really nice collection once it's all collected.
Oh yeah, it's definitely collection worthy.
Yeah. Moving on. What is this? Crash Down number 1.
Crash Down.
Oh, it's Ben Templesmith doing something.
This is the new one from
Massive
IDW.
Whatnot.
The spin-off.
No, it's Massive.
Of Massive, yeah. But it kind of looks like it's going to be a mix between Aliens
known for his work with IDW.
Yeah.
Lost in Alien. Okay.
Lost in Aliens.
With a Lovecraftian twist. What?
I know, it looks good. It's on my list.
Yeah, let's look at the preview. I want to see Ben Templesmith's art. He's freaking amazing. Come on, please. You pokey.
I know my internet's acting weird over here.
There it goes.
Because it jumped
I
up
assume
from
this was
7 to 34.
No, it probably is. Yeah, it's fun art. That is really fun. It's almost got a comic strip style to it, but it's still, really done. Not so rough around the edges, but a little. Yeah, it's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna down out.
This looks
a lot
like
of variant covers for that.
Dystopian-esque future where it's just like it's this Aliens meets Lost, and that's a nice Metroid cover.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Moving on. Another Crossed book. We just skipped by Crossed. You can't unsee that stuff. Dungeons and Dragons Fortune Finder.
They have the second volume. of Dungeons and Dragons Saturday Morning Adventures?
Holy shit, you're right. I almost jumped right past it. I think they actually mentioned Spelljammer in this. David Boer coming back. I love this first series. I had a really great time with it. George Combades is
I remember
on the
when
art.
the first volume came out of this, and everybody just immediately was making fun of these 5 level 1 characters, and their first assignment is go beat
Fucking
Tiamat.
Tiamat. Yeah.
I know.
Right
Hey,
in the
the Dungeon
boom.
Master was there with them the whole time. Okay, he was literally holding their hands.
Oh yeah, and
the
yeah,
whole
I'm
time.
just saying, like,
was fine. It was fine. It
Dragon
was fine.
God is like a pretty gnarly first level adventure.
But
so
yeah,
in
this looks.
Oh, go ahead.
This looks like fun. I mean, it looks like the artwork was pulled straight out of the cartoon. So the first volume was great. This should be just as good.
Yeah. It's got all the names you want to hear. Waterdeep, the Dungeon Master is growing weak. They're sailing between planes in their Spelljammer, huh? We were just talking about that. And then they find themselves swashbuckling on the Sword Coast. I don't know where they're going between planes because I'm pretty sure Waterdeep and the Sword Coast are both in the Forgotten Realms.
They are both in
I
the Forgotten Realms.
I couldn't remember if Sword Coast was or not, but for someone who plays a lot of D&D, I am really bad with all the official settings and
Well, you make up your own shit.
mostly, yeah.
Yeah, I was reading like the novels, like the Forgotten Realms novels with Driss, but I was also getting into like Kaz the Minotaur over there with the Dragonlance and that sort of shit. Even some of the Ravencroft or Ravenloft books, I was
Ravenloft is
reading
a
those
totally
back in the
different
day.
lane.
Yeah. That's the fun part about D&D, especially if you're telling this kind of story. Your adventurers can go fucking anywhere to any sort of setting, and it's just really fun.
No,
really fun.
they're still in the Forgotten Realms right now. So
yeah, that's what it looks like to me too. But they're getting a Spelljammer. Ooh,
yeah, they're
maybe they'll
getting
go
the
meet Kaz
Spelljammer. So
the Minotaur and shit like that, dude. That would be rad. That would be so fun. Ooh, man, I want to look at this cover. Yeah, it's only past. Look at the Escorzo brothers doing. What's wrong with my damn internet? I'm gonna have to call them motherfuckers tomorrow. Look at that. That is fun. We were just talking about them fighting these level 1 characters, fighting the Dragon God. There's your Dragon God. There he is.
Hi,
Or
Tiamat.
she, I
How's
guess.
it going?
There she is.
Tiamat's a she.
Yeah.
Unless
only
like
one who looks
Bahamut
normal here
shows up
is
to help
Uni.
them. I don't know what they're supposed to do. You know?
Yeah. The only one who looks normal here is Uni. Everybody should be shitting their pants just like Uni is down here. Okay? Not firing your Well, you know what? They do have pretty massive weapons. Pretty badass weapons. But still, you're level 1 characters. Okay, you're terrible at this. You're terrible.
You're level 1 characters. Here's the Dragon God.
Well, I mean, in the D&D movie, they survived that fucking maze, so you know they
survived everything. Yeah, they survived everything. Here's a book called Dear Editor, which I'm pretty sure actually came out last week. But it's Brian Lindsay and Sammy Cavella. It's exactly what you think it would be. DEER editor. It's about a deer who is a journalist.
That definitely sounds like they thought of like a stupid pun for the name and then just kind of ran with the concept from there.
Yeah, doesn't make sense to me. But,
I mean, hey, that could lead to some good shit though. Like that. I'm pretty sure that's how Violent Night started, and I think we've talked before. That's one of our favorite movies that came out in 2022.
Oh, dude, it's an annual watch around here. Sometimes more than once during the Christmas season. It is so damn good.
Yeah.
Eddie #1 over at Blood Moon. Just a guy whose life's falling apart, and then it's like alien shit. Empath #3. Man, there's just not a lot. Okay, here we go. We have the Ghost Machine one shot. We're talking about this thing that Jeff Johns has, a new gang, quote unquote gang, readers who are exclusive to Ghost Machine. And this is sort of a little anthology book where we get to meet all of these characters who are going to be part of that lineup. Geiger, who we've already met, Redcoat, Rook, the Rocket Fellers, and many more. The only one I remember or have read about is Geiger. I don't think Redcoat, Rook, or Rocket Fellers has anything out, but it's almost like, Jeff Johns is building his own sort of comic book shared universe over here.
I suppose, but yeah, I have never heard of either of those other two besides Geiger.
Yeah, Geiger just had his 2 books, so
it was pretty good. It was pretty good shit. I liked it. Post-apocalyptic sort of Mad Max meets Lone Wolf and Cub in a way. Yeah, it was fun. A lot of variant covers for that. Giant Size Santos Sisters. That's a third printing. Sorry, Grimm. Oh my God, Sagan Bridge only wraps up. I did not like that first issue at all. It's not even loading for me. Holy Roller #3. This is that book about a bowler, right? Yeah, Rick Remender's book about a dude who becomes a bowling superhero. It's great. It's really fucking cool. Rick Remender can write any damn thing, and this is one of them, dude. It's so much fun. That's over at Image Comics. What else we got? Invasive #2. Man, there is not a lot. Ooh, Click Click Boom's getting traded. One of Andy's favorite.
Yep.
I think that maybe his favorite book of last year is finally getting collected. Do not sleep on
Oh.
that book. It's
Yes,
a
go.
bargain at $17. It's a bargain.
Yeah, 17. That is a bargain for $17
was a
for a trade.
fantastic trade. Really, really good. Lady Death gets a bunch of variants for that new issue. And there's a lot, but just not a lot we're talking about. Oh, New Burn #14, Chip Zdarsky's fantastic book about a former detective who starts working for the mob, being like a detective for the mob. Project Reese finally winds up, winds down. That was really fun. It felt kind of like Indiana Jones meets Atlantis in a way, like stealing stuff from Nazis and things like that, but as a team of them doing it. Quested Season 2 is finally here. I know a lot of people were waiting on that. Big fans of that first one. Rick and Morty. Rumpus Room. This is Mark Russell's book about a billionaire who kidnaps people and turns them into his own like cream that makes him stay young. Just awesome satirical horror from Mark Russell, with this awesome societal, lean and fun meaning. Just really, really good stuff, dude. Savage Dragon hits issue 276. Schlub hits issue number 6. It's not bad. Andy didn't like it as much as I did. I'm still reading it. I think it's okay.
It's funny in some
reminds,
places, in other places, it's just kind of just there.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like punks, like almost like punk magazines from the 80s who had little comics in there, skateboard comics had little shitty comics like that. The art reminds me of that. That's really the reason I'm reading it. I'm really enjoying the art. Smash #1 of 3. Spawn, because it wouldn't be a week at Image without some McFarlane. And here it is, Star Trek Defiant Annual #1.
Excited
This
about
is all
this
about.
book.
Yeah, I cannot wait to fucking read this. This is all about Commander Sella, forced to take drastic action, and goes back in time to talk to her long dead mother, Tasha Yar, who, I'm sorry, in all of television fiction, is one of the coolest characters with an amazingly fun arc. In all of television, like they kicked her off the show and then she came back to the show as another character, and they just made it work so damn well that the character is still being talked about and still being used in pieces, to this day. So,
Yep.
yeah. High Republic Adventures Phase 3 over at Dark Horse. And what else? There's a lot. Oh, TMNT
Countdown to
ongoing.
150.
Yeah, number 147. Countdown to 150. We'll have 150 in April now, I guess. We'll skip a month or two, and then we'll get Jason Aaron's brand new #1 in July. Before there, then and then, whatever, we will get that Alpha 1 shot. We'll talk about it on the Sunday night show, but we do have the artists announced from several stories that are going to go on in that.
That was a damn impressive lineup that they announced.
Holy shit!
This is
holy shit.
IDW is pushing this really hard right now.
I think they learned their lesson. They lost a bunch of franchises. They did what they did with Star Trek, putting big names and big ideas behind characters and licenses that people really adore. And I think they're going to do the same thing with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they'd be stupid not to. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Scuttlebug is right now that you do not want to miss 150.
I've heard.
They are pushing that really hard.
Yeah, Andy and I talked about. Well, with Jason Aaron on, it's immediately going to be the #1 book that month. I don't think anything is going to come close to it. Spider-Man and Batman are usually fighting for that 1 and 2 spot. You get a big name like Jason Aaron on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there's no way it's not going to sell. There's just no way. And they're going to have a shit ton of variant covers for it, All right, what else we got? Ooh, Universal Monsters Dracula number 4 of 4. I hate that this series is ending. It has been so much damn
There
fun.
should be more of this.
Yeah, there's a Jenny Frison cover. They have announced. Oh, go ahead, Taylor. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, like, the Dracula story, I don't know has that much legs to it. I mean, the whole real selling point here, right, is the just amazing, jaw-dropping artwork that they've been doing for it.
Oh
And
yeah.
they're telling the story really well, but it is a story that, like, has kind of a boundary to it, right? There's only so much you can tell from a story that pretty much everyone already knows.
They've
So
already done it.
I think it's good for them to get out at 4. Like, don't try to artificially lengthen what you really cannot sustain for very long.
Yeah, that Martin Simmons art is great.
Have one more issue of this.
I don't know. It depends on how they wrap this up. We'll see. Beautiful Jenny Frison art cover here. It's wonderful art on that cover. They have announced that they are doing it from the Black Lagoon in this same sort of imprint. Is it even an imprint? I guess it is Universal Monsters imprint. But yeah, Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's cool. I'm down for it. Again, I think that's got more legs than the fucking Dracula does. Like Taylor was saying, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think that's got way more legs. You can have a lot more issues. Van Helsing, Vampire Hunter, always cool to see that that cheesecake stuff. But that is it, y'all. Man, kind of a weird week. We do get Magneto back. That's starting. That's fantastic. I think the book I'm looking forward to the most is probably that Power Pack book and Star Trek Defiant, of course.
Yeah.
Everything
Defiant,
else is
Crash
just kind
Down.
of, yeah. Gods is coming out. We do get the Beast World stuff, Punisher, but yeah, it's kind of a weird week. We do get sports, Beast taking a beat finally. So yeah, there's a lot of diamonds in there, but nothing's really shining, right now. So awesome. Oh, Taylor dropped out. Oh man.
Oh.
I was wondering why he's being so damn quiet. It's the end of the show anyway. He's probably like, I'm out of here. Fuck it.
He's like,
Hell
screw
with
you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah, screw you guys. I'm going home. Awesome, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We really appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, check out what the Bullies are doing, Leroy and Eli. They do a show on many of these channels. They did one last night. Pretty good. They were talking about that Coco book. Really, really hard. But hey, so what are you looking forward to? What's for Awesome this week?
I'm looking forward to the I just said Crashdown.
Okay, Crashdown. Cool.
Yeah, from Massive.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. Are you there?
Taylor.
And in the damn at the Bullies. If you want what we got going on and everything that we got going, you can go right over here to outrightgeekery.com. Man, am I broken now?
You seem broken, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm broken. Go over to
And there goes Taylor again.
outrightgeekery.com. It's not even going up. None of my buttons are working. Oh, look. There it goes. Check out the Bullies. Go to outrightgeekery.com. Yeah, right. All the socials, all the videos, all the audios. Go over there and like us, friend us, and all those good places. That includes the group, No Bullying. We got a Facebook. Yeah, Andy's been having some drama over there today, but the Facebook group over at the Outright Geekery group over at Facebook is fucking awesome. A lot of people having just a grand old damn time over there. We love for you to come over and hang out. But again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Come back Monday. We're doing that new show. Again, thanks for hanging out. But most of all, thanks to these guys. Well, this guy.
Hey.
For hanging out with this guy. We are going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Nice.